Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Joyful Journey. I'm Sarah Joy and today is our Tea Tuesday. I believe it is episode 11. So let's go ahead and make our tea and a quick snack since I have to take some medicine, and we'll get back to spilling the tea shortly. Today's tea is Ultra Spice by Twinings. I chose it because it has a nice cinnamon spicy flavor, and I am having a snack this time because I need to take my another dose of antibiotics. So I am having some of my cinnamon egg white bread that I made in the meal prep video yesterday. This recipe is by Maria Emmerich. I will try to remember to link it down below, and I'm having it with some butter. I have sweetened my tea with some salted caramel Skinny Girl syrups just to add a different flavor profile. My plate is Moonlit Roses with it, which is my set of china that I have. And then my teacup today is one of the oldest cups in my collection. I've had it the longest, plus it's the oldest in age. It is an unnamed Royal Albert, and I love it because it's got the pink roses on it, and we all know how I feel just in general about roses. And then if you throw in pink in china, I am a big sucker. So that is our tea and my snack. So let's sit down, enjoy a cup of tea, and spill the tea. It's been a very busy week, so I have a lot to share with you guys about things that have been going on. And I love this cup. It's so pretty. I did want to share one of the ways that I know that this is an older cup and saucer is going to be because of the brand on the bottom. That will tell you a lot. And as you can see, it does say it's just Royal Albert, and it says bone china and England. I want to say this one is from the 50s or 60s. It may be a little bit older than that. It's sometimes hard to tell with maker's marks and stuff like that. And this is one of the cups I've had the longest in my collection, and I'm looking like there's a little speck of something on the bottom. So it's not in horrible condition, but it does have some things where, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't pick up. There's a little bit of like a wear spot on the bottom, but it's not a big deal. And then it looks like right here, I have some sort of speck or something that's in the glaze. I'm not entirely sure what that is, and I just can't get it off. So it's going to stay, but it kind of feels like it could be like a chip maybe, or something, some sort of imperfection that if I was purchasing it now, based on what I know, I would have to think twice about it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't purchase this one again because it's beautiful and I love it. And there's one side of it, and then I'll turn it around so you can see the other side of it. And this is technically, I believe, the front because it has the bigger floral pattern, whereas this one is a much smaller floral pattern. But I love just the scalloping right here. And it also has a pattern inside as well. And it's just a really, really pretty teacup. And then I have my cinnamon bread with lots of butter on it. It's just, I mean, look how pretty that texture. And I just folded the slice in half just because I don't want butter on my fingers. So it's really, really good. But what I was saying about the marks is you can see that this one's different. This one is one that I know is from the 80s. So yeah, different maker's marks can help you identify the years. It's not always easy to find that information though. Let me take another bite of sandwich or my butter bread. cinnamon is one of my favorite spices. I absolutely adore it. When I used to eat oatmeal, and I didn't really eat oatmeal because I don't like oatmeal. The only way you could get me to eat oatmeal is if it was apple cinnamon, because I love apples and cinnamon. And I love cinnamon tea. I am loving this cinnamon bread. It's gonna be made again for sure. That ultra spice Twinings tea is really, really good. If you haven't tried it, I totally recommend it. All right, so what has been going on in my week? So much. I have been blessed with the opportunity that my friend Nancy is not very far from me, and now my friend Hope is also really close. So we have had plenty of opportunities to get together and just do dinner and enjoy friendship. And friendship is just such a beautiful thing. And I think that it is underrated in adults. I think that when it comes to adults, maybe we have some trauma, maybe we don't have good history. I know it's hard to have and maintain relationships when you have young children that you're trying to raise. But I do think that having friends is super beneficial to your mental health journey, as well as probably to your physical health journey, depending on what you guys do. We all like to get out and be active and walk and do some just activities together. And it's just so much fun. And I'm so thankful for the Keto Proper Human Diet community, because they're what allowed me to connect with people in a way where I don't have to feel I'm singled out because I'm eating differently. And we moved to Florida 5 years ago, and for the first 4 years we were here, not quite 4 years, almost 4 years, because it's gonna be not quite 5 years. It'll be 5 years in August. So it wasn't till about a year ago that we started making friends here. And that has been the biggest thing that's come out of this keto community. And I love that I have so many friendships. When I was in North Carolina, I had a couple friends too, but most of the time I was in North Carolina, I was raising young kids. So I did have friends that had kids, and I had some close relationships. But you know, as we change and mature, our lives change in different ways, and our friendships change. Some friends I no longer talk to. I would still consider them my friends, and I still see them on Facebook and stuff like that. And I still reach out and say every once in a while, say, hi, how you doing? And then I have other friendships that are much, much closer, because we have the ability to get together and spend time together. So if you have a chance, go to a meetup. We'll probably be Nancy and I will probably be hosting another meetup sometime in the fall-ish. We have not decided on a date or a theme at this time, but when we do, I will be sure that I announce it. Meetups are great to get to meet people and start those friendships. And they're a great way to socialize with the community and, like I said, build those relationships. And if you don't have a keto meetup in your area, take a chance. Reach out, start one yourself. It doesn't have to be all that complicated or anything like that. What I do want to mention is we are going to be doing, or I am doing a meetup on June 1st, which is a Saturday, at Texas Day Brazil in Orlando. So if you're in the Orlando area or will be in the Orlando area and you would like to join us at Texas Day Brazil, you will pay for your own meal. You are more than welcome to join us. We just ask that you RSVP to my email, which will be linked down below, by midnight on May 18th, so that I can get a final count and I can make a reservation. The time will be somewhere in the 5 o'clock hour. I'm going to do my best to get it at 5 o'clock at best. But once you RSVP, I will have your email and I will be able to let you know exactly what time that reservation was made for. If we can get to 15 people, I will go ahead and I will reserve a room. Since we will be a big group, we're not quite there, which is fine. It doesn't have to be a huge group. Texas State Brazil is a little bit pricey of a dinner. On a weekend, I want to say that before tips, it's about $70. So it would be something that you have to plan for. I just enjoy it, and it's just something that I was like, this would be fun. Let's see if people were interested in showing up. And surprisingly enough, people have been interested and want to show up and do Texas State Brazil. So that's just an example of how you can do an easy meetup. Meetups happen at barbecue joints, at Buffalo Wild Wings. I've heard of people who meet at parks and go for walks and stuff like that. So you don't have to invest a lot of time or effort into them. I wanted to also just remind you, because starting yesterday, I did change my recording schedule and how that's going to work moving forward. So I figured we would go ahead and we would share about that as a reminder. So Mondays are going to be Meal Prep Mondays. So these are not necessarily going to be how to cook videos. You may see me cooking things, of course, you'll see me do that, but I'm not necessarily going to explain how I do it. Now, if you're watching a meal prep video and I mentioned the recipe and you would like more of a tutorial, what I recommend you do is you comment in that video, say, hey, Sarah Joy, I would really love if you could do a tutorial video for this, and I will do my best to respond to you and get that into a rotation so that I can make a tutorial video for you, so it can be a standalone video and you can just follow along. I am happy to do that. It doesn't mean if you tell me that day that I'm going to be able to get it out that week. There may be some time in between when I can record that video and then it gets released. But if you're patient with me, I will definitely write that down and make a video for you. And it won't be that big of an issue. I just ask for patience as you do it. Wednesdays are going to be what I eat in the day videos. And Thursdays are going to be my grocery haul, so you'll get to see what I'm buying for the week and into the next week. So that'll give you a sneak preview most of the time as to ingredients that could be used for our Friday cooking video. This will not necessarily be everything that you see in there will be used in the Friday video, because I may already have what we have, but Friday is going to be a recipe or a cooking video of some sort. It could be a new creation for me, a recipe that's directly from me. It can be an adaptation of a recipe. I could review somebody else's recipe. Let me grab some more tea. I could even make, if you have suggestions for things you'd like to see made, you're more than welcome to send me an email or make a comment on a video, and I will take suggestions into consideration as well. I did this week launch our Facebook group. It is going to be a wonderful group. The whole premise of the group is that we have a safe space to share about our health journeys. I do post a daily positive affirmation of some sort for you to just encourage you and brighten your day. I encourage you to share more about your journey and your story, because what I would love to do is start sharing your wins and your successes in our Tea Tuesday video, not just my wins and my successes. I want to highlight you guys as well, because my story will inspire some people, but your story could inspire people as well. And your story may inspire more people than what I have, and you can be that blessing to so many. And I do want to be able to do that. So get in the group, get active, get comfortable. This is also where you can find links to the day's video, since I'll be uploading 5 videos a week. There will be posts in there about the latest videos, so you can find those easily if you need to. It's also going to be the place where I am going to make all of our recipe cards. There is currently one recipe up for butter mayo that I did yesterday. Give me some patience. I'm going to be working on that as I get time. I do still work full-time at Disney, so I could be a little bit slower, but that is going to be changing in a few months. I will be full-time until the end of August. Starting in September, maybe the very end of August. It depends on how that pay week falls. I will be part-time. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to give me more time to focus on creating content and videos for YouTube. It should give me more time to go on ventures. They may be some solo adventures, depending on when my husband has off. You know, I can always get the car if I need to, and I can go on an adventure while they're at work. But I'm really, really looking forward to it because I do want to put a focus on growing this channel and getting to the point where I can be monetized and get support and things like that, because I'm gonna have some income that I'm going to need to make up for. It doesn't need to be a lot of income, but when you're used to full-time income and you're gonna go down to part-time income, while that's going to be, the part-time is gonna be great for this channel and my mental health and just my overall happiness level, my pocketbook is not gonna be as happy, so I'm gonna have to figure out some ways to make up that income. And being able to get my channel to a point where I can have subscriber supporters and just monetization so that I can get some extra income flowing in. I'm not trying to make a bunch of money or be rich or anything like that, but it is a goal to get to that point to where that I can have that. Plus, I would love to be able to work with companies and do sponsorships and try new products and things like that. I think that is wonderful because there's always great products out there. There's some bad products out there, of course, but you know, we live in smaller communities as a whole, and it's not always possible to see all the products that are out there. So that would be something that would be fun and wonderful to do as well. So hopefully I can get that part growing. That leads me to the fact that I am going to do a giveaway as soon as we hit 500 subscribers. We are not that far off. I have 332 subscribers as of the time of this recording. So once we get to 500 subscribers, I will make a video that will highlight that. I will share that success, and then we will be able to do a drawing. What I am planning to put in there, and it may change over time. It depends on how quickly we get to 500. But what I would like to do is I would like to give away a teacup and saucer. Not necessarily one from my collection, but I would like to give away a teacup and saucer, maybe a spoon. I would like to also put one of my favorite keto products in there, which is Keto Chow. So I will get some Keto Chow from my stash, my personal stash, and give you, the winner, whoever that will be, a few packets of Keto Chow to try out and enjoy, as well as what's the point of having a fancy cup if you don't have some tea. So I will throw some tea in there as well. I will let you know that I am going to open it up to US residents only, because at this time I cannot afford to ship internationally, and international has different rules on how giveaways can work. As we get closer to the goal, and as I do that video, once we reach the video, that will have all the details on how to enter. But if you want to do your part and help grow the channel to that point, be sure you're sharing it, you're liking videos, all that kind of thing with those that you feel would enjoy the type of content that I do. I have been talking so much today, and I was outside in a loud environment, so my voice is starting to go, so I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as possible. One thing I do want to use this Tea Tuesday space for is the first Tuesday of the month. That's when I'm going to do an update on my weight, as far as have I lost any, have I gained any, how I'm planning on changing my journey in that time frame. And just everything that's been going on. My health has been going really well lately. I have stopped getting on the scale, which makes me happy. I still need to weigh on the scale, but it's nice not to have the pressure of a weekly weigh-in. I'm looking forward to going back to that monthly, because I just want to enjoy my life, but I still have a long way to go on my weight goal. And if I never get there, honestly, at this point, I would be okay with that, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try to achieve my goal. And it may take me a few more years to get there, and that is also fine. but I'm going to do those weekly weigh-in or those monthly weigh-ins, and I'll show progress. See, I'm talking too much, and I am still coughing. I am feeling much, much better. I'm just a little bit congested, and I do occasionally have a cough if I talk too much. So my health is recovering from the sickness that I had. It was just, that knocked me down, and that was really hard. But I'm glad to be feeling better, and I'm glad to be getting more active again. I'm going to be getting out and doing more walks again, and I'm looking forward to that. I know in June I'm going to do a challenge, but a physical challenge. So I'll have more of that as it gets closer to June. So if you want to join along with that, you will be able to do that. And hopefully the plan is to record that every day and release that as a YouTube short. So we'll see how that goes. But as you can see, there's lots of exciting, fun things being planned for the Sarah's Joyful Journey community. And I am happy to say that it really is a community, and I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you better. I love reading your comments. I love writing back to your comments and getting to know you. So please join the Facebook group if you're able to, and we'll be able to really connect a lot more there. And if you're in the Florida area and we're doing a meetup, we would love to do that. Or if you're coming to Florida and you're visiting and would like to meet me, just send me a message. I can't promise that I can come and meet you, but I will do everything I can to see if we can get together, maybe have a dinner at Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that, or just meet for coffee or something in that manner, because I would like to be able to encourage you and support you guys as well. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this video so that I can get on with the rest of my day. And it's quite a long Tea Tuesday already, because lots of fun and exciting things have just been happening and are changing and moving in this past week. Well, I thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, share. You can find out how to contact me down below. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I look forward to chatting with you guys again and sharing the love of tea, health, and just the joyful journey that life is. Have a wonderful and blessed, joyful day. Bye for now.